What's up, everybody? I really am the dumbest person in the world, and I want to share that story with you. But first, I want to show you a quick clip by Jim Rohn talking on the power of until and the importance of perseverance. So with that being said, let's jump into it.
The last one was the best. Little girl about 3 rows back, she said, "I think I know, Mr. Rohn." I said, "What?" She said, "I think resolve means promising yourself you will never give up." I said, "That's the best I've ever heard." She's probably giving seminars somewhere today, right? I mean, that's the best I've heard. I asked the kids, how long should a baby try to learn how to walk? How long would you give your average baby? Before you say, "Hey, enough's enough." No! Any mother in the world would say, "You're crazy. My baby is going to keep trying," what? Until. What a magic word. I want you to write it down. Until. Promise yourself you'll read the books until your skills change. You'll go to seminars until you get a handle on it. You'll listen to it until it makes sense. You'll go for it until you understand it. You'll practice it until you develop a skill. Never give up until, however long that is. Step by step, piece by piece, book by book, word by word, apple by apple. Walk around the block, walk around the block. Go for it. Don't miss the chance to grow. And resolve that you'll pay the price until you learn, change, grow, become. Then you'll discover some of life's best treasures when you pay that price.
Understanding the power of until is how I came up with the idea of developed freedom and started my journey. Now, back in 2019, a friend of mine convinced me to open a brokerage account. So what I did was I took $500, deposited it, and started dabbling in the stock market. I had no idea what I was doing. Well, fast forward 2 years later, I slowly deposited money in there, and I took my account from $500 to $12,000, back down to $2,000, up to $16,000. Now, at this point, it's January 2021. Roughly around that time is when the meme stocks ran loose. We had GameStop, we had AMC, they were just going and going and going, and I made a decent amount of money during that time. Well, fast forward, I had now taken my account from $16,000. By March 1st, we were sitting roughly around $45,000, and I decided to go all in on AMC. So what I ended up doing was I bought 240 contracts, roughly $8,000, and then I had 4,000 shares of AMC. Now, I had an idea based off of the GameStop run that it took roughly 4 months from it to go from single digits to double digits to its triple digit run up to $550. So I thought AMC was going to do the same. So I held my conviction and I rode this for a few months. Well, I think it was June 1st or June 2nd of 2021, it had its run. Now, when it reached roughly $70, at one point there was a halt and the whole market paused, and I showed $4.5 million in my account, and I was freaking out. I was elated. I was ecstatic. I was right, felt on top of the world. But I held my conviction. I was like, this thing is gonna reach same numbers as GameStop, $500. Well, fast forward a week or so, and it had slowly started trailing down, and I sold everything. I kept my shares, but I sold all my contracts, and I had roughly $700,000. Well, with that $700,000, instead of having risk management and pulling money off to the side and, creating a reasonable position and moving forward, I took everything, doubled down, put it all on black, to say, and I essentially rode $500,000 to zero. Still had 4,000 shares, but I had a belief in my mind. AMC to the moon. So I sold 1,000 shares, down to 3,000 shares, bought more contracts for 3 months out. AMC's gonna rise. AMC's gonna go to the moon. Well, it didn't. And I continued this practice until I had $0 in my account and I was $25,000 in debt. And that is what makes me the dumbest person in the world. It's because instead of practicing risk management, cutting my losses and moving forward, I spiraled down into the deepest depths and kept digging my hole deeper. And all that I got from that was an understanding of how ignorant I was. And that is why I believe that the only way to truly grow is to acknowledge your past and push forward. Just acknowledge that you messed up. And then take everything that you've learned in that time and change. And just keep doing what you need to do until you get it right. And that is why I've decided to start this channel and move forward. So if any of this resonates with you, moving forward, I will be developing this YouTube channel, learning how to actually edit and do all that stuff. But I will also eventually branch out into real estate, building a business, and teaching you how to invest. And the best way I can do that is teach you how not to invest. And let me tell you, if you ever want to lose $1 million, just do what I did. But if you ever want to make $1 million, follow me and we'll find out together. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you.